Alright guys, Pro Dumpster Diver here. So this is going to be a pretty long video because I really want to go over the types of commodities that you guys can actually go ahead and scrap me for. So as you can see, I have 3 different grins, and this is all just straight gold scrap that I got. So this was done Saturday, this was done Sunday, and this was done today. So every single day now, a lot of you guys are asking me, where do you go to get gold scrap? Dude, you can just go in a dumpster, but I'm going to go over specifically where you can do it, how you can do it, and how you can get all of these, and what like electronics to actually look out for and stuff like that. On top of that, these right here, this is actually mylar sheets from keyboards that I got. You can actually get these at junkyards for free. They really don't want to give them to you, but there's a trick you can actually do with giving your keyboards out. You know, there's RAM, there's brass, so I'm going to go over this. There's a whole bag of just straight copper. Let me actually pull that out to show you. It's all just straight copper, you know? So, alright, let's dive in on how you guys can start doing this. So, first things first, let's actually basically go over the actual gold itself. So, let's bring you guys a little bit closer. Let's actually go in here. Alright, so this is actually done Saturday. I'm going to put it up here so you can see. So this basically came from an actual TV itself, in the back of a TV. So where do you go look for gold scrap? You can go into a TV itself. Now, if you want to sell the TV, no one's really going to give you money for it. You know, the most you can do is take it to a drop yard. They're not going to pay you for recycling, but what you can do is take some of the gold out of it before you give it to them. And a trick I do is I actually exchange it. So I tell the guys, hey, listen, I know you guys are actually making money off of me bringing recycling here. So what I can actually do is, hey, I'll give you guys, a TV or two a day. Sometimes I go in with 6 flat screens a day and stuff like that. And I say, you know what, can I go inside of your recycle pile? Basically, it's recycling that they throw out. Like set-top boxes, they'll throw out external hard drives, they'll throw out keyboards, they'll throw out, make friends with them, go in there and take that stuff off. That's how I got all these keyboards. So I talk to them, so I do that. This gold piece came out of an actual TV. Now it has gold all here and it has gold all over here, as well as some of these components and the chips. All right, this came out of a different type of computer tower. However, it has all gold pins in it, and it's really, really nice. Now, this came out of an actual card for a set-top box. As you can see, the actual piece there, which worked out pretty good. It's got that. Now, another thing is you have pieces like this, but let's go over these chips. These chips right here, let me see if you can actually look it up. It says Lucient. Yeah, Lucient 327HB. So I actually ended up getting this and clipping these off of, there were about 25 of these on a board. So I spent like all day inside just taking those chips, and I gotta be careful because these things will get inside of your fingers, man. They're freaking good. Oof. Yeah, so all these are chips right here. And if you actually look on some of them, you have the gold there. You even have the gold on them here as well. Like, these things are absolutely perfect. And I got some gold end pieces here. So all of these are gold, and I have some plugs. I have to separate those. Don't ever bag plugs with your regular chip components because it takes off the weight. This has a smaller ratio of gold than this. Don't do that. Don't put them in there like this. Now, this is a CPU. Well, it's not a CPU. It's an Intel piece there. But this has race. So the difference between something like this type of CPU and something like this is a no pin. This is a pin. You always want the CPUs that have pins because it has more of a gold content on it. Okay, you don't want the ones with no pins on them. All right, I ended up buying some of those and I really regret it. And I realized that I have my whole room freaking full of gold scrap. Like, if you look all over here, you see all those suitcases? So that's full of 10,000 grams of gold scrap. That's full of 10,000 grams of gold scrap. That's 25,000 grams of gold scrap in a bag. That's just full of freaking hard drives like these that I have to put in. Mini ones over here. That's just whole motherboards. I haven't even sorted that out yet right now. All of this is mylar that I have to count. And there's 100. So I'm going to break this down and go into everything there. So yeah, this is basically what I got Saturday. Now, what I got Sunday was this sucker here. Now, if you look on the ends of these, everyone's like, oh, that's a lot of gold. Yeah, these came off of the end of board. If you ever see these, just take them off, you know, just take them off. I had to use the pliers, but I realized that the board had so much gold on it, but it would have been too much to actually take, you know. So let's see what else we got in here. We have the ends of these that actually have gold on them. Look out for those. These pieces on the boards there, they have gold on them at the end. You can barely kind of see it right there, you know, but keep those and just let the acid work through them and everything, you know. And it has another end like this here. You got a bit of a ram stick piece here. So I'm going to take the chips off, chisel those suckers off there. Yeah, all of this is basically just full of gold pieces there. And this came in also. Yeah, there's all of that there. All of this is basically, now there's regular gold scrap and then concentrated gold scrap. So I want to show you guys what this is, okay? So this is gold scrap. You know, it's just a ram stick, okay? So you have chips, you have gold, and then that's it. That's just gold scrap. This is concentrated gold scrap. So it's basically when the piece you have has a higher gold content on it. So 50% of this is gold, of what you're basically seeing, okay? Let's look at, you want to get something type of, ooh, nice. This piece, oh, perfect, right? This piece right here is concentrated gold scrap. This has a higher volume content of gold on it. All right, I just want to let you guys know that. So if you do resell this stuff, this is what you have, okay? So this was done Saturday, this was done Sunday, and this was done today. All right, so I go to different places. I go to the junkyards there. I can even go into salvage yards and the recycling bin. Now, a lot of you guys are like, dude, what's this? Well, this piece right here is all gold. Like, I can take off the components off it, but there's gold all over. Like, these little dots are all gold on the board itself. So I really don't want to break that up. Again, this is another piece that came off of the back of a monitor itself. I found 2 computers today, so I actually took out the RAM sticks. This was the really nice CPU piece in there. I found a set-top box with an actual card, and I have some of the, if you look down here, I got a portion of these today. 2 of these came from actually there were 2 hard drives inside of one of the set-top boxes there. And I didn't get any of these laptop hard drives at all here. And I also found I found so much here. So yeah, these are plugs. I have to separate these there. You have chips, and then you have this thing. So there's gold here, there's chips here, okay? There's chips here, and I kept the whole board because I realized I'm going to just throw this into something one day. And then just, oh, there's a tool in here. Cannot, well, it's kind of crashing out then. That's basically what it is. So, as I basically said, if I'm looking at this right now, I weigh this. This is about 5 pounds of gold scrap. This is about 4 pounds. That's only about 2 pounds. But at the end of the day, it's still gold scrap that you can actually sell, okay? Now let's go over something else that I collect here. These are hard drive magnets. So inside of the hard drives themselves, you have magnets. Now somebody in a YouTube video actually said basically you can go ahead and actually collect these here. And if you collect them and sell them on eBay, you can probably get about 50 or 75 cents a piece for them, which isn't bad. I'm not gonna lie. You know, these things are actually pretty good. But they, as I said, you know, these things stick together. So you have mini ones. Man, these things are tough. Like this, and then you have the big ones. You know, which are like this. You know, they're huge, but again, these things, so I could probably sell this here if I wanted to for maybe 20 bucks right now. And you know, somebody who does science experiments can use it, or you can sell them to schools who would actually use them in the physics labs. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that at all. So it's very difficult to put these things back in. So it freaking sucks. It's tough. Oh my goodness. Just moving this shit around. Okay, here we go. Alright. Alright, good. So these are basically just magnets. Now, let's go over, so that's just the gold scrap that I have. Let's go over copper. Now, this is copper. Now, a lot of these, as I said, I go into dumpsters. I can go to the salvage yard. I can go to the other yard there. When it's recycling day, I just go out and see what people have. And sometimes when plumbers have jobs, they leave the copper out. I'm actually surprised because during the times like this, you really do want to resell this. So this is copper wire itself. Like all of this is basically just straight copper that I have in here, right? But the good part is if you actually have a mold, you can melt this down and make your own copper bars. So recently, I bought an actual mold. It's a 1,000 gram mold itself. I think I got it off of eBay. But what I did is that I actually put Play-Doh in it, like this, and I let it dry. And what I'm going to do is put a mold around this and let that dry itself and basically create piece from that, so I can actually make like mini flat gold bars. So what I'll do is I'll take pieces of these. This is highly concentrated gold scrap, so about 90% in here is gold, and I'm gonna put those and glue them together and have mini bars in here. They're not going to be 1,000 grams, but there'll be mini bars that I can actually just dump into acid and let sit for a while, which will be pretty good. Alright, so this is basically just copper. That's gold scrap. Now let's go to the mylar. This is mylar from keyboards. So when I have mylar, I count them up, okay? I count them and I put 100 in a bag. So I have 100 in here. So 100 mylars, as I looked online from 999 Doosan, is 4.9 grams of silver. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys here. I got some silver mylar here. Now this, he basically says, is intense. Like because of the silver content on this, if it has a lot of lines on it, he basically calls it intense. And if it basically is just now I have other things here, like this is from a different keyboard, but this is still silver, you know. And you have something like this. This isn't intense. This is basically just regular. So this will be behind something right now. This is just regular, okay? But this right here, 100 mylar itself on average will produce 4.9 grams of silver. So basically just about 5 grams. So, you know, if silver is $30 an ounce, you have to divide that by the grams that go in it. And then, you know, that's basically what you get. So I have all of this silver that I have to count, all the mylar I have to count, and then I put them in red bags, and then it basically makes it a lot easier for me. Now, let's be honest, I could actually sell this if I wanted to. Like 100 mylars in a bag, dude, this is heavy as shit. Like, you have to understand, this is heavy. This is 100 sheets of plastic and silver. Now, silver's thin, yes, but this is 100 sheets of rolled up plastic. This is I'd say this may be about maybe 4 pounds or so, it kind of feels. Maybe about 4 pounds. So 100 mylars in this bag itself equals 4.9 grams of silver. So, I mean, I have this right now. I could sell it if I wanted to. All you would do is just cut this plastic piece like this and just dump it in the acid. And that's it, you know? And it works out pretty good. Now, another thing I found when I look into plumbing jobs and recycling stuff is I actually found brass itself. So I found brass wire that some people threw out. Go to construction sites, guys, and, you know, say, hey, listen, you know, I'm just around, you know, looking for what you guys are throwing out, looking for some material. Sometimes they throw out little bits of copper wire. I found an actual mini brass bar in here, which I guess somebody was actually trying to melt something or so. But it's actually pretty interesting. It's like a mini brass bar. But yeah, so brass in here again. Brass as commodities during certain pandemics will actually go up. So again, I have an entire bag of brass. So I can sell this to someone if I wanted to. Mylar itself will also have a very nice price. This is all the mylar I got today. So it's probably about 4 keyboards itself. I have to count all that up. Now, another place where you can actually get silver is the relay switches or the contact switches from a relay box itself. Like those large relay things there. There's a special name for it. It slipped my mind there. But inside of these things here, they have a spring itself. And then it has a little dot of silver on it. they were talking about this online, so I actually found it, and I put up a free Craigslist post to say, listen, if you guys have any of those big relay things, I forgot the name of it, but yeah, I found it, and I just hit them with a hammer, and there's silver inside of it. So with a blowtorch, I can take the silver out, and I can actually melt them with the mylar itself, and actually get a very nice silver bar. So I can probably get an ounce out of this stuff if I was really trying to do it itself. But this stuff right here is about 75% of a gram, so it's just a dot piece on there, like the small little piece. I have some of the stuff in the bag. All right, so basically I went through the little contacts right here, little relay switches. I went through the magnets. We went through brass. We went through gold. We went through copper. Now, one of the things I also want to look into, because everyone basically collects the stuff right here, is these hard drives. I like hard drives. All right, I collect them. I've been collecting them. I have an entire suitcase full of them, and I'm probably going to end up filling it up today. I'll probably make another video on it. I did another one there. So what I have right now is I have a lot of freaking hard drives here. Okay, some of these I got recently. Now, all of these I got from the, where did I get these from? The towers themselves. It says 10K. It doesn't really give me the gigabytes in it I was looking for. I don't think I could find it, but it wouldn't really matter. Yeah, 9.1 gigabytes, which is weird. But again, I could probably sell this to someone there, because look at this. You do have a lot of chips on this. There's some gold chips on this as well. And so these things are worth some good money right now. Damn, now these are some old boys right now, you know. But again, a lot of these suckers will be worth the same amount as an 80 gig one itself. This one is a very special one. I don't even know what this is, but I can tell it's a hard drive. Do not know what's in it. 16 heads. Experience 30 Gs. Seagate. So yeah, it's a special type of, I can't figure that out. But yeah, again, I got some of this stuff here. Got some laptop drives. I'm going to put all that in. My black suitcase is almost full right now. So yeah, as I said, I really get into dumpster diving. Is literally the best thing on the planet. It will change your life if you do get involved in it. I guarantee you right now. So I started months ago, but I track all my commodities and everything. And what I do is I can sell some of this stuff and actually exchange it for silver and everything. So I got some Ram 6 in there. Now, you'll find a lot of other stuff. Like I found watches in there and some other jewelry and everything. But keep it. I can sell some of that stuff online. You know, I found some handbags. I can sell that too. Those video games, I actually found those as well. Like just in the track, I found an Xbox 360 out there. I sold it on Facebook. Someone's got Halo Reach in here. Commando. What else we got? Tom Clancy. Like some of the stuff is old that they don't play anymore, but I guarantee you someone who is a fan will basically end up paying for that there. So, you know, I ordered some stuff from eBay itself. I really kind of regretted that there. I got the whole box full of this with the winnings, but it's okay. There's not much gold on the pinless CPUs, so try your best not to buy them. Other than that, if you ever find one of these things, do not throw them out, do not skip them over, keep them. I made a previous video cracking one of these things open, and there was a massive amount of gold in this. You see this? Do you see this? Do not throw it out. Dude, there is so much gold scrap in here. Don't throw it out. Don't be stupid. There's a massive amount. You think this is something? You have no idea. Alright, that's basically it. That's all I gotta show you guys from that right now. So, make sure you make your stuff, do a video. Oh, also, I also find like cell phones out there as well. I found like the majority of cell phones and everything. You can resell this. Again, there's gold in here, so you can take these out, put them in, do what you want to. Other than that, yeah, that's it. Make your money, do what you gotta do, have fun. That's the one thing I tell people, have fun. This thing will change your life. Like, smile when you do it. Be happy when you do it right now. Like, after losing my job, this is been one of the things to really put a smile on my face. Like I listen to Robert Kiyosaki, and he tells people about investing in gold all the time. One day I'm going to melt this down. Look at this. This is 5 pounds of highly concentrated gold scrap in chips. What do you think this is worth? I could sell this to someone, or I can melt that down. I'm at least going to get half an ounce on that. And then this is going to be more than that. Like, and you got to understand, like, I have suitcases full. This is 25,000 grams of concentrated gold scrap. That's 10,000 grams. That's another 10,000 grams. Like, also, to help you out, get yourself a commodities book. Like, go to the dollar store or something like that. I went in a recycle bin, and I found a commodities book, and I just wrote down, like, what I basically have. So make it easier for yourself, 10,000 grams, white bags there, CPUs, chips. Make it easier for yourself, so you know how much you have. I even found like diamond rings in there, and some of that money that I got from like copper wire I cashed in, I bought silver coins with it. So like, it was a massive amount of money to make, but do what you gotta do, man. Don't waste time with your life. Make that money. Pro Dumpster Diver out.